energy that I'm tapping into is this energy of resilience, okay? What I saw was somebody who just flails off the horse, but gets back on it, okay? So you have a lot of perseverance and determination. You go after what you want, and if you don't get it, you have the resilience to just be like, okay, next. All right, that's not for me. Next. And sometimes it can be very frustrating to be that type of spirit. Although it's good to be resilient because you don't stop until you get what it is that you want, and you go after what it is that you want, and you're not going to stop till you get it. You still have to have this sense of faith and patience for it to come in, okay? So trusting that process, and even trusting those failed attempts at trying something over and over again. A lot of the times people just are like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not going out there. I'm not putting myself out there because this happened and that happened and I'm not doing it again. No, the difference between you and that type of person is that you say, you know what, this happened, so I'm going to go back to the drawing board and I'm going to try this again, but I'm going to do it this way because I learned from this. This was a learned lesson for me to reattempt this endeavor and try again until I get results, okay? So that makes you a very, very strong-willed, ambitious individual here. If you're seeing this, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but I really feel like you're a strong spirit that does not give up, that will not give up, and I feel that you'll be rewarded generously because of it. Look at 7 of Pentacles. I also feel like you put your all into what it is that you go after. You give it a lot of care, a lot of nurturance, okay? Whatever your project is, endeavor, or even if it's just a journey that you put yourself on, you show up, you do the work. I'm hearing consistent, okay? And this is what is going to reap. This is what is going to cause you that reward that the universe is going to give back to you, okay? When you put your energy in something, I'm just hearing like it's a give and a take, then it will come back to you. And if you don't see instant results, that's okay, because the process of mistakes or even failures or loss that comes in and enters along in your journey, or while you're going along your journey, is meant for you to learn and grow and develop and nurture even more and try again, okay? Big energy here, big energy. We do have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's like you take your L's with grace. You know that there's going to be a win someday, so you take your losses and you say, you know what, I learned from this. And that is a huge shift in perspective. Instead of like being in this mindset of lack, or just like, I'm never going to get anywhere, this sucks, life sucks, right? Like, you're beyond that. You've grown past that in your mature development, even spiritual development. And I feel like you're at peace with the things that have not worked out or worked in your favor now. And I feel like that's what's going to bring you to the results of success in what it is that you are pursuing after. Beautiful, because I'm getting confirmation all day long here with the Page of Swords. When I see this card, it's just, I interpret it as, you don't lose, you learn. You don't lose, you learn. Right? Like, yeah, you crossed that bridge, that little balance beam, but you learned, and you weren't really even focused on that success because you're still learning here, right? The little wins go a long way in time, and the things that you learn, even through your mistakes, also go a long way, and it defines who you are going to be. It defines your character as well. It humbles you, is what I'm picking up on. It's almost as if, like, even though the things in the past didn't work out, it was like a gift, because there was so many lessons in it for you to learn, for you to cultivate this beautiful life of optimism, stability, and success in your future endeavors. I see that you are a little bit more lax these days as well, because we have the Four of Wands. So you're just enjoying your flow, you're enjoying your time, you're enjoying the present, the people around you who surround you. You're starting to realize that that is more important than anything, right? Like your loved ones, your support team, your partnerships, your relationships, okay? And even if you don't have a relationship, it's just about you connecting with yourself and attracting those relationships to come in. And knowing that even though things don't work out, as you're embarking on a journey of maybe even attracting relationships or calling them in and putting yourself out there and making those intentions and making mistakes, You just got to accept it and trust the flow of love, that some things are not meant to be, but then there are those things that come along, right, whenever you're about to give up, that are meant to be. And that's why you had to make space. So I feel like you're really coming into acceptance with this in a place of trust, which is going to attract what it is that you desire that much quicker, whether it is in partnerships and love, whether it is in career and success. Okay, this goes both ways. And I'm just feeling like I just heard all aspects of your life. Okay, so take it as it resonates. We have the Six of Swords here. So I see that you are definitely embarking on a transition. I just heard you've come a long way. Okay, so there's a lot of downloads coming in clairaudiently that I'm picking up on, but one profound message was you've come so far. Okay, there's no going back. And even though it's been hard to endure the things that you did, you learned so much that you can take forward, onward and forward with you in this future life of your, in this journey, in this chapter. Okay, you may even be coming into an opportunity to travel unexpectedly as well, because I see she's on a boat here, and I just heard travel for some of you. Okay, doesn't necessarily have to be by boat. All right, we are in a modern day, we have other modes of transportation. I just heard airplane. Okay, could be on a train. Be open to what comes in. And I feel like this may be something that was not fully planned. All right, spontaneous. Let's see what else we have. We have the Two of Pentacles. I feel, okay, so usually the Two of Pentacles is about like being busy, but I feel like this is about you being more adventurous and flowing, because I feel like her skirt is just like flowing into the wind as she's manifesting or cultivating what it is that what it is that she's wanting to create. Okay, so I feel like you're very much in this energy of not like keeping busy or staying productive, but just transitioning to one moment and one phase of your life and then to the next, and fully trusting. And I feel like that's whenever your manifestations are going to come to fruition that much quicker, instead of like putting all that intention and all that work. You're just kind of like, okay, this is done. Next, you know, let's do this next. Let's take the action steps. Let's not work so hard. Let's just flow into it, is what I'm seeing here. We also have the Sun. So I do see a lot of vitality and abundance coming in. Okay, for some of you, there may be romantic, all right, times, memories being made. I feel that some of you are maybe on a dating journey. Okay, I see somebody coming into swoon you. All right, we've got roses here. He or she, you know, may show up in your life, and the dating process begins, and this is something that brings you this sense of fulfillment, because you're already internally fulfilled. Okay, that's coming through strongly. They're like, don't forget to say that, is that you found this internal fulfillment, and you're also not so hard on yourself. You're giving yourself more compassion, because you know that, okay, that didn't work out, or okay, just because it happened this way doesn't mean that it's entirely my fault. You know, like, it's not all on me, and this was just a lesson learned. So I'm going to the next thing, right? Like, you're moving with the times, you're moving with the flow, and you're growing, and it's absolutely beautiful. Sometimes life can be such a beautiful mess, but you're really, how do you say, you're riding those waves, you're, ducking and dodging, right? Flowing is what I see you doing. Okay, we may have some closed out chapters that have just either occurred, some closed doors. This is about rebirth. This is about coming into this new version of yourself, and by saying goodbye to the old versions of yourself that no longer serve you, or that maybe have dwelled a little too much in the past, or that has experienced so much setback that you don't know how to get ahead. I feel like those days are coming to an end here, because you're just focusing on this beautiful flow and on what life has to offer you. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Anything else before we close out? All right, let's see what else Spirit has. Let's see, anything else, Spirit? Okay, we have the Three of Swords. So I feel like this has definitely been a painful transition for you, but nevertheless, like, I'm hearing battle wounds, or you've like gained a lot of battle wounds to get to this place of peace and balance. I also see conflict being released as well with the Five of Wands in reverse, but we have the Star and the World. So, I mean, and the Magician. Dang, you're really focusing on the now, and you're just like, okay, past is past. What's done is done, but I'm ready for this. I'm ready to enter and receive all these blessings and just be in my flow, focused, right? Intentional and less stressed, and just being in the flow. And I'm just seeing like it all come to